Hi guys, so I decided to make this video for you. It can either be used as a warm-up before your workouts, or ideally you could even adopt it as a daily routine, maybe in the daytime when you wake up. I do find that these 10 minutes do help the body feel lighter and more mobile and less stiff, and it also is a chance for us to spend some time with our body and kind of develop this body awareness. So let's do this together. Let's follow along. My space is a little bit small, so I will try and move back and forth so you get the whole of me. As you know, I like to start with setting my feet always parallel, looking at them, making sure they are parallel and pointing to the front. And from here I will just start by inhaling and reaching up and exhaling, letting my arms swing and float up. One more. And I will stay up and I will do my lazy morning stretch. Being vocal, enjoying that. Letting my body guide me towards what I need to reach for, what I need to stretch. Embracing the sounds. And when you're done, let's come to standing. From here I will start warming up the neck a little bit. I hope my head is in the image. And let's stand straight as much as you can. Please set the shoulders a little bit towards the back. And let's start looking while exhaling. I try to keep my shoulders steady. And look back as far back as I can using my eyes. Two more of those. I will come to the center, same principle, but I will let my head move side by side, feeling the stretch on my neck, trying to let my shoulders again square and steady. Always combining with my breath and exhaling fully when I reach my stretch. Nice, last bit. I will perform a half circle. I will look at my shoulder and then turn and look at the ceiling. And inhale, look up. And try to find some fluidity in this movement. And two more of those. Unless you enjoy them and you want more, please feel free to pause at any point and insist. From here I will start warming my arms. I will lock my lower arms in and I will perform a straight arm circle. From here I will bend just to show you it's not necessary, or you could do it in a kneeling position. Make sure you have tucked the pelvis in. As my arms move next to my ears, I will rotate my palms and lead with my thumb. At this phase I'm squeezing a little bit my shoulder blades. I'm making sure I'm not losing my lower ab hold. I might feel my glutes squeezing a bit. I will let my chin and my chest rise as my arms move to the back. Always combining with the breath. Two more. Last one, I will reverse for 10. Keeping my arms straight, 6. Two more. Excellent. I will take it to my elbows. You can either leave your biceps a little bit further down, or you can lift them up there, whatever feels more comfortable. It is a fact. If you see that you need to elevate your shoulders up here, then feel free to let them lower. From here I'm reminding, I'm going to do a couple of those slowly. Don't forget there is a palm rotation here. And always combining with my breath. A few more of those. And two more. Excellent. And I will reverse. Try to isolate the elbows. 6. Around 10 of all those is enough. Nice. And wrists. I can also put my fingers in that, move them a little bit around, however you feel. Or you can keep them in a fist, although I do take advantage of the moment. And wake up my fingers as well, changing a direction. Make sure you isolate the wrist, you bend it in both directions equally as much as you can. 2 more of those. Excellent. And I will come to my standing cat-cow stretch. I will send my hips back. From here I'm connecting my palms with my knees. I will perform again around 8 of those, just to exhaling in. Make sure you roll the shoulders back and squeeze the elbows on the ribcage as you pull the double chin, and gently press yourselves up to lengthen. And keep alternating, really pull the tailbone in and now that I've woken up my shoulders, pushing back, I can start gently flexing my neck as well. 2 more of those. Make sure shoulders are away from the ears. And one last. And curling vertebra by vertebra. Make sure you bring the pelvis in and roll the spine up slowly, slowly. Excellent. From here I will take it a little bit to the upper body. Moving a little bit further back, it might be dark here. From here, again, I'm locking my lower abs in. We will do the sunflowers. I'm trying to rotate without letting my hips twist and look back. My back arm is gently pushing away towards the back wall. And from here I will exhale, tuck my elbows in and roll my spine down only until the point of the end corners of my shoulder blades. Inhale up, center, exhale down. Inhale up, rotate, exhale down. Inhale up, center and down. Inhale up, rotate and down. From here I will show you a couple more on a kneeling position. Make sure lower abs are tucked in, hips are square. 2 more. Center. Imagine that someone is poking the chest in. And last round, rotate. Someone is poking the chest. Not really pushing my neck down here. Excellent. Come to center, and I will move on a little bit to the hips. From here I will take it to a slow motion twerk, as we say. You can keep this hinged position and just try and work a little bit by pulling the tailbone in and extending. Try to isolate the move in this last fragment of the spine, and hopefully this way we will activate our lower abs a little bit. And 4. Make sure you use the breath. 6, 7, 8. Trying to really put all my thought on my lower abs. And the last one, I'm going to hold for 15 counts, trying to really feel my lower abs working. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, keep breathing, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax and roll up, bringing first the hips in. Excellent. I will move on. Let me just lift this a tiny bit up. Perfect. I will move on to my hip circles. I'm starting with a little bit wider than hip width apart feet. From here I will start just isolating my hip circle. So I'm imagining the vertical axis is passing through my body. I just want to isolate my hips. I'm going to show a couple of those from the side. Make sure you really activate the core here, squeezing the glutes, and emphasize your sides a little bit. I'm starting to make that a little bit bigger, and maybe my chest will move a little bit out of this axis. Make sure belly button travels back when pelvic floor travels to the front. And I will reverse. Start with a big circle from the other side. Observing the tightness in my hips, and now I'm starting to bring it, really isolating the pelvis. 5 of those, really good. From here I'm going to bring my palms behind my head. I will fight a little bit to keep my elbows in a straight connected line, so we don't want them to curl in, especially as we will bend over. Remember, you need to feel a small lower ab activation here, keeping your feet parallel at hip width apart. We will go for 8 times, sending our hips back and letting our chest drop down as a counterweight. Make sure you really thrust the hip when you stand, pulling the lower abs in, feeling the glutes squeezing. 3, 4, elbows up, gently pushing towards the ceiling. 3 more of those and we will stay down. Last one, keep it there, make sure you exhale, you feel your core activating. From here I will try and straighten my arms next to my ears for 8 and then put them back behind my neck again. 2, 3, thumbs are pointing up. 5, 6, the weight is evenly distributed on my foot, toes and hips. Last one. From here, 8 times the snow angels. Again, trying to keep my arms as close to the ceiling as possible. 3. Every time I exhale, feel my core activating. 4. I'm looking straight down. I'm trying to look diagonally ahead. 2 more of those. Last one. Bring them up, connect behind the head, come up and squeeze. Excellent, hips are working hard for this. I will bring a little bit of focus and attention on the feet. I hope you can see them. I'm starting to work with them in hip width apart. I will start a little bit with my Elvis taps. And oh, sorry, I forgot. First, I will work a little bit on spreading my toes apart. So I will try and lift them off the floor, spread them apart. After 3-4 times of that, if I have seen that it's a little bit difficult for me to spread them apart, I will use my fingers and pull a little bit my big toe towards the inside, as if I want to create some space between it and the second toe. Trying to keep it there. I will start my Elvis taps, embracing the sounds in my ankles, coming from my ankles, and again trying to stay as straight as possible. Two more of those. I will take it a step further. I will lift on my Elvis foot. Not sure if you can see it there. Yes, lift on my Elvis foot, curl my toes under and gently perform a stretch from the opposite side. And 3, 4. 2 more of those. and 6. Excellent. Change side and lift, curl, and pass from the Elvis tap to the curled, toes stretch, 3, and down, 3 more of those. Always try to bring a little bit your attention in your pelvis. If you let it go, make sure you pull it in good alignment. Excellent. Really good. I'm starting to warm up a little bit my balance and my hip. I will start with my right leg. Again, my toes are pointing to the front. All of that, I think I don't need to mention anymore. I lost my head again. From here, I will let my hip drop and then push it all the way in. I will observe how my heel tends to screw towards the middle line of my body. I will find this cavity one more time, let it drop, push it in. Imagine that this side of the hip is lengthening. From here, try to keep everything steady, especially this hip pushing in as you release the other leg. Keep working on that steady leg. From here, I will tap for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rotate towards one side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And change. Squeeze that hip to not lose balance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And like a pendulum, I'm trying to not hold tension on my toes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And from here, I will try and straighten that leg. Even if it drops down, I'm fighting to keep the steady leg straight. One more time of that. Feel the glutes squeezing. Excellent. And shake the legs a little bit. Other side. Point the foot forward. Let the hip drop. Push it in. Feel that cavity working. Feel that side lengthening. One more time. Let it drop. Push it in. And when you are ready, take a deep exhale. Activate the core. Lift the other leg and tap for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rotate 2, big and fast. 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse the circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the knee like a pendulum. 4, 5, 6. Squeeze. 8. And reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stand straight. Squeeze the straight leg well. Keep it super steady and straight. And let's kick 1, 2, 3. Really good job. Well done. I'm starting to roll down and take the warm up to the floor. And let's warm up a little bit our squat. And from here, I start again by softening my legs and entering into this cat, let's say, position. As I crunch in, I relax my head, I relax my arms, and I'm rolling down until my belly and my breast touch my thighs. From here, I will transfer my weight a tiny bit towards my toes, and I will interlace my arms. My head is hanging down really loose. I already feel my spine decompressed. From here, I will take 3 huge breaths. And let that gentle bouncing happen. And feel your spine lengthening. And excellent. From here, I will bring my fingers and really gently hug my big toe. From here, I will alternate between entering a deep squat, trying to pull my shoulders and bring my proud chest out. And as I exhale, I will look at my pelvic floor and straighten my legs, but only until the point I keep contact with my belly and my thighs. I will go for 5 more of those. Make sure when you enter your squat, you try to lengthen by pulling those shoulders back. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, down, lengthen. From here, I'm going to spend a little time just in my squat lobe here. I like to open a little bit my knees to the side using my arms or my elbows. At the same time, I'm trying to open a little bit my proud chest. Just a couple of moments there, finding the space between my legs for my body. From here, you can have a small rest until I explain the next one, so you don't get burnt out completely. I will start from a deep squat. For those of you that your heels are off the floor, I'm going to show the drill how it should look or will look when we have trained it, and then I will propose things we can do to make it a little bit easier. Now I'm starting to rotate towards my right side and I'm reaching with my left arm away. As you've seen, my left heel is off the floor and I'm pivoting on the balls of the foot. From here, I can either use both arms or just one, regarding how comfortable you are with this transition. And what I will do is try and slide that leg back and enter this low lunge. I'm looking for a good glute activation, and I'm looking and rolling my shoulder back and making sure my chest is kind of proud, popping out proud. Now the front legs seen should come a little bit vertical, so try to not stay here, keep sliding the back leg until you feel and see this seen vertical. From here, exhale, open the flexor, slide it back, come to the squat and alternate. Reach, slide all the way back, feel the back glute squeezing, roll the shoulders, try to pop that proud chest out. From here, either slide that back foot or lift your pelvis and drag it. I'm sorry for those of you that might challenge, you can use both arms and slide, 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 slide. Make sure again you try and pop the proud chest out and feel the back legs glute squeezing. Slide it in your squat, rotate, excellent. In deep squat, make sure you pass from a nice proud chest here. 2 more in its direction. Slide it in, rotate, slide it back, rotate and change, bring it in and change back. Excellent. Come to your squat and lift up. Now we are going to do a last, where is my head? I'm going to stay on the floor. We're going to do a last drill, which is basically a combination of a plank with a downward dog. I'm going to show the whole thing. I'm going to stay a little bit on the downward dog and I will walk my heels out to stretch a little bit my calves. I'm going to remind you the basic details of a good plank, and these are also details we will try and maintain during the downward dog. My palms should be flat on the ground, of course. My shoulders pushing away from the from the ears. My fingertips are wide as I'm trying to push the floor with them. So the inside of my elbows are pointing a little bit to the front as I'm trying to rotate my shoulders externally. From here I will make sure my lower abs are holding in, and I'm going to extend my legs to a nice high plank. Make sure you push the floor away with your fingertips, shoulders away from the ears, lower abs are holding in. I will try and maintain those elbows pointing a little bit to the front or towards each other as I'm pushing my hips towards the ceiling. Make sure you haven't synced here in your shoulders. Keep pushing yourselves as if you want your glutes to touch the back wall. From here I will walk my heels for 6. Exhaling every time I stretch my leg. 2 more. And from here I will push myself to the plank as at the same time I'm pushing my shoulders towards my ears, pulling my lower abs in. I will rotate to my star plank, and at the same time as I'm lifting that arm to the front, I want to perform one circle, bending a little bit my legs, pushing from that steady arm, And as I'm coming to the center, I'm bringing it back to my plank. Rotate, keep opening the arm, and at the same time bend those legs a little bit. And half more circle down. Push to your good downward dog. Make sure your shoulders are pushing. Walk it out for 6. Come to the plank, at the same time keep pushing the shoulders away from the ears, lower abs. Twist the feet, open the arm, bend the knees, squeeze the shoulder blades, pass from the center, one more, and down. Change direction, and straight away. Bend, open, bring it down to your plank. I will perform two more from this direction. Shoulders away, I'm pushing myself back, actively pushing the floor away with my arms, walking out for 6. Connecting with my breath. And 6. Excellent. From here, I'm pushing my shoulders down as I'm coming to my plank, twisting on my feet, opening the arm, bend my legs, squeeze my shoulder blades, come to the center, down to my plank, twist, open, and bring it out and down. Last one, downward dog. Keep pushing the floor away. Shoulders should be a little bit elevated. They should be a little bit close to the ears, because we are pushing the floor away. Last one. Come to your plank as you push the shoulders away from the ears, holding the lower abs in. Twist the feet. Open the arm, squeeze the shoulder blades, bend the legs. Come to the center, good plank change, open and good plank. Here, excellent. I will bring my knees to the center, closer to my belly, and I will push a couple of times myself to this active child's pose. 2 more. Again, really pushing the floor away with my arms. Last one. And I will come to a quadruped position. Release my toes. And take a deep, deep breath. A breath of relief. And I'm ready to start my day or my workout.